Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. Tonight we have an ACST Class A matchup for you as John Plant comes into the house to take on Steve Kelly. We'll be getting underway in just a moment. As our bowlers get ready to step up. John Plant out of Lakeside Lanes steps up on lane 16 to kick us off for the evening. This will be a week 3 matchup and a Division 3 matchup within Class A. As John Plant on lane 16 fires away just off to the right of the head pin a little bit. Take a 5 drop. Almost is able to get it, but can't quite kick over to the 10. It'll start with the 10 box. Well, welcome along. My name is Bryan Hebert. Glad to have you along for the evening. I will be calling all of the action as our bowlers fire away. John Plant again just off to the right. Only will take 3 that time. Hits the head pin that time. He'll get it for a spare. All right, John Plant for the fill here on lane 16. Fires away, just off to the right. He'll take out 6. First spare of the night. Fires away just off the head pin that time, looking for another spare, second in a row. John comes into the evening with 27 spares on the season as he'll clean it up for a 10. Also has 3 strikes to his credit so far and 36 tens. Average spare fill of 6.3 pins. John Plant ball curves away from the pocket just a little bit. Same leave as last time. Looking for that third ball from the last box again. He hits it just right, but he still won't get it that time. This is John Plant's 3rd match of the season so far. Currently, he stands at 18 and 10 as he takes a 9 box there. Average on the season so far, 113.8. Delivers. Gets the pocket that time on the left side. A little crossover action. Takes all but the 10. John Plant on it, so that's the second spare. He'll sit down on that half for 1. So a good start, 55 plus a ball in the first half for John Plant. Now we'll see how Steve Kelly will answer. Steve Kelly, our home bowler tonight at Leda Lanes. This is week 3, but this is technically Steve's 4th match of the season. ACST, you are allowed to bowl ahead matches. Steve off to an excellent start to the season, averaging 122. Puts him at a record of 32 and 10 to start. As he steps up on lane 16 and fires away now. Steve Kelly just off to the left of the pocket. Leaves the 4 horsemen on the right side. Steve again. Tries to run him down, hits the pocket, can't get him to go that time. That's how this game goes. Sometimes you can hit them just right, and they still won't do it for you. Steve off to the right, no good out of the gutter, so he'll take a 9-box. Steve has a perfect box percent right now heading into tonight's match of a ridiculous 65%. That's good for 8 strikes, an obscene 53 spares out of 3 matches, and 38 tens. Average strike fill of 8.9 pins and an average spare fill of 6.5. If anything, he'd like to see that average spare fill up a little bit. As he delivers right on the pocket this time. He'll split him up 2-1. Oh, never mind. That will go. So perhaps a fortuitous fall there. As he delivers again, ball won't turn for him that time. Only takes 1. Try to clean him up. Delivers. Gets it that time for a 10. 19-2 for Steve Kelly. It's going to be 7 behind Plant at this part of the match. That's a little housekeeping. Steve Kelly getting ready to step back up to the line. Kelly throws. Hits the left side. Crossover pocket. He'll leave the 3. For the spare, he'll get it. Spare in the 3rd for Steve Kelly. Puts him at 29 and a ball. Again, this is Class A. This is the top league, or top class rather, in the ACST league. Pleasure to be along with you all. Steve Kelly right on the head pin. He'll get an 8 drop, and he'll get an unfavorable split out of that. Delivers. Hits it, tries to send the ball over to the 10 pin, but it just won't go. Try to clean it up here for a 10. And he'll do so. Clean pick of the 10. Shot could have easily gone awry with that pin in the gutter down there, but he misses the wood altogether. So that puts him at 47 now through 4 in the opening stanza of this match. If you're unfamiliar with how this works, this is a 5-string match. Each string is worth 2 points. Total pinfall for the evening is worth another 4. So each bowler could get a total of 14. As Steve Kelly on the head pin leaves another split. Wood laying a little flat for him in the front there. Could go. Ideally, you'd want a little bit of an angle here. Delivers. Yep, and that's why you would want the angle just a little bit. Not much you can really do but drive it straight back on that one. For the cleanup. And he will clean it up. Puts him at 57 now through 5 in the opening frame. So our bowlers will switch sides now. John Plant will step up to lane 15. He has 55 plus a ball through the first half, so he will have the opportunity to get a few more here. Steps up in lane 15 for his bonus ball. Fires away. Gets that crossover pocket. A little more goes. Got 7 so far. Oh, they wanted to go. They won. So he'll settle for a 7 fill there. Gives him a 62 half to start. Very strong. Oh, just maybe a little too full on that shot for the spare. Leaves the 10 pin. And he'll clean it up for a 10. That gives him a 72 now through 6. His high single coming into the night is a 130, high series of 575. And that's only through 2 matches. Takes a 5 drop there. Perfect box percentage of 66. So both of our bowlers are pretty even on the perfect box percentages. He only takes 2 more out of that. 7 so far. Fires away. Tries to get 10, gets 9. Valiant attempt. Pin just flies right around the 10 pin. 10 pin does not seem to want to go so far tonight. We'll see if they can find an answer for that. As John Plant sits at 81 through 7 now. 3 boxes left in the opening string. Already 2 spares to his credit so far. Fires away, hits the pocket. Doesn't get the drop he wanted out of that. Appears to be the 1, 3, 7, 8, 10 remaining up. As he fires away, just a little to the left of his object pin. Object pin goes in a little indirectly. He'll try to clean this up for a 10. Fires away, caps it, gets a 10. Good out. 91 now through 8. On the head pin 3 times so far through the first string. 2 spares to his credit. Delivers left pocket. 7 drop. Got some wood there to help. Should be able to hit anywhere on the right-hand side of that wood, and it should go. It hit the left, and he'll get it anyway. Needed a little luck, and he got it. Third spare of the string for John Plant. Perhaps timely. He's got 101 plus a ball now through 9. Fires away. Looks good. Right side of the pocket. He will take a 7 drop. Not a lot doing there for a leave, unfortunately. See what he can do out of it. Hits, oh, nearly sends it into the 7. Can't quite get it to go. It's a good attempt. A little too, all those pins a little too vertical. Fires for the 10, and he'll get it. So clean finish for John Plant for the first. He'll finish at 118. We'll see how Steve Kelly can answer now as he steps up to lane 15 here at Leda Lanes, Nashua, New Hampshire. If you haven't been here, come on down. 36 lanes of bowling, Kegler's Den, of course. Full bar and menu. Kelly fires away. Hits the pocket that time with first strike. Clean hit. Clean drop. No doubt about it. Steve's high single for this year so far is a 156. He has a high series, get this, of 659. Fires again, looking for a double. Won't quite get it. Just off to the right of the head pin, just a little bit. Kelly fires away. Second ball. almost splits that pocket. A little too soft on the head pin. That wood behind probably interfering just a little bit. But he'll take a 9 for the fill. Third ball, he'll get a 10. So nice cleanup on aisle 15. Puts him at 86 now through 7. Still needs a mark here if he's going to try to overtake Plant in the first string. Fires away. Looks good on the pocket. Clears out the right side. Steve very methodical as always. Fires away for the second shot. Oh, just a little to the left of the object on that one. Can't quite get it to go. To clean up. And he'll miss a little to the right that time, so he'll settle for a 9. Puts him at 95 now through 8. He looks to make something happen in these last 2 boxes of this string. Fires away, hits the pocket. Almost the same delivery that time. Good hit, just maybe not the greatest sleeve. That wood that's straight up and down is not going to be easy for him. Might cancel all the ball action, but he'll get it anyway. Timely spare on that one. Just what he needed. It's 105 plus the ball now. So it's all going to depend on how he fills it up. Delivers right on target for another strike. So that's a strike on spare. That's putting an exclamation point on it. So he will take that. It's a 125 plus 2. 2 spares, 2 strikes for Steve Kelly in the first. Bonus ball number 1. Just off the pocket, but almost doesn't matter. Gets 6. And bonus ball number 2. Almost. Take 9 on that. So an excellent finish for Steve Kelly. Z comes from behind to take it 134 to 118 in the first string. Three spares for John Plant. 2 spares, 2 strikes for Steve Kelly in the first. And we are off to the races already as we head off to the second. John Plant, really strong string in the first, but not quite enough as Steve Kelly comes roaring back. See how he answers here as we start the second string. Steve Kelly now with a 16-pin advantage heading into this. Plant fires away on lane 16. Just off the sweet spot of the pocket, gets the head pin. But not quite in there enough to send them all. Okay leave that wood on the left can either sweep over or it's going to just do anything other than cap it. He'll miss him in the middle, right between the wickets. Plant to clean up. Oh, he will do so. He tried to sweep him, but one of those pins is just a little too stubborn to go for him. So it'll take him 9 to start the second string. Delivers again, off to the right. They'll clear out the right side. Take 4, leave 6. Fires away again. Just to the left of the pocket that time. Leaves the 1 and the 8. And he'll take a 10. Leda basically, they recently replaced all of their bowlers area seats with some nice soft cushy couch looking things. And they also just installed a new Cubica scoring system. State of the art here now. And misses to the left in the third box. Oh, hits the headpin. Did what he wanted, just a little too soft. Looking to plow the headpin right through everything else. Will not go. Settle for another 9. So 9, 10, 9 to start for a 28 through 3 in the second string for John Plant. Delivers here. Crossover pocket. Takes 7 down. Looking for a spare here. Off to the right. We'll miss everything. Steve Kelly and John Plant both in Division 4 of the Class A North. And he'll settle for another 9 there. John Plant entering 7 points behind Steve in the standings thus far. But also has a game in hand. John, crossover on the pocket again, left side, splits him up. That's going to be the 6, 7, 10. No marks as of yet in this string. He's trying to catch the 2 on the right, but misses left. Delivers again. Gets some. Oh, only gets 1 that time. He'll leave the corner uprights for an 8 box. So that gives him a 45 half to start the second string. And we'll see how Steve Kelly can answer on lane 16. Steve Kelly for his first shot. Right hand side, hits the pocket. He'll leave the 4 and the 7. Delivers for the spare. He'll get it. Loads up the 2nd string with the mark. It's always a good way to start. Kelly delivers. On the headpin, he'll take a 6 fill. Relatively ugly leave. That wood is not going to be of any use to him. Delivers, splits him up. Oh, what a spare. I think one of his favorite hobbies is to prove me wrong when I say stuff like that, so good on you, Steve. That was an excellent shot. Couldn't have hit it any differently to get that same result. For the bonus ball, crossover pocket that time, it's another 6 fill. This time a check mark on the right. Delivers, oh, ball comes off his hand a little awkwardly, goes a little too far to the right. Steve for the 10. He won't get it. He'll miss left. He'll settle for an 8. 40 through 3. It's a good start to the second string for Steve Kelly.
Tonight's winning 50-50 ticket is 139768.
Steve Kelly all over the pocket for another strike. It is league night here at Leda Lanes as the overhead announcers are going. Plenty of leagues throughout the year. We're full swing into league season now. Plenty of tournaments coming up. Keep an eye out on Candlepin chat for all related to bowling. Steve Kelly, first bonus ball. Left hand pocket. Will he get 2 in a row? He will. Get to test this out now. So he will sit down with a double strike now. You almost don't want to sit when you're feeling it like that. 4 out of 5 marks to open up the second string for Steve Kelly. Gives him an open 70. Obviously with a lot more pins to come. John Plant will try to respond. Hits the left side pocket. Not as fortunate there. Fires away again. Just nicks the 6 pin. Try to clean him up. They'll take another 9. No marks yet in this second game yet for John Plant. Looking for a way to respond. Delivers. Hits the pocket. Almost gets a strike. Trying to find an answer against Steve Kelly's remarkable first half of this string. Delivers. Oh, just off to the left. Will the wood take it? I don't think it's got enough. Not quite. So perhaps an opportunity lost there for John Plant. At this point, just get every pin you can. I'll take a 10. $64 through 7 for John Plant. Looking to get some marks here to keep it close. Fires away. Hits the pocket. Let's take a 6 drop. Fires away. Takes the 7 only. And he'll take a 9. 73 through 8 for John Plant. No marks this string at all. So after a hot start, pin's kind of cooling off for him a little bit here. Trying to find some kind of answer. He's still on the head pin. 5 out of the 8 boxes so far. He's started with a head pin hit. Just not getting the same kind of drops. He's just off the head pin there. Gets an ugly leave. 4 horsemen plus the 7 and the 8. Kind of insult to injury on that one. Delivers, see what he can do on this. Hits the head pin, runs down the 4 horsemen, but can't get the 7 and the 8. And will he clean him up? Tries to sweep him. Can't quite get him to go, but he'll still take another 9. $82 now through 9. John Plant looking for something. Fires away, off to the left. There's the 1, the 3, the 6, the 7, and the 9. Fires away, hits the headpin that time, takes all but the 7. So it will be a markless second string for John Plant. And he'll settle for yet another 9 box. It's a 91 second string for John Plant. Marks at a premium. We'll see if Steve can answer. We'll see if sitting down for that half cooled him off a little bit or if he can stay hot here. Kelly delivers another bonus ball, left side pocket, 5 drops, so that'll be a 25 box. In the 4th for Steve. We'll see what he does here. Delivers, hits the pocket, gets another spare. So putting plenty of pins together, making me really work at this scoreboard keeping thing. 5 spares and 6 boxes for Steve. He's already at 95 and a ball through 6. Fires away again, just off the pocket. With a lot of pins wobbling, he'll take 6. He'll leave the 4 horsemen on the right. Gives him 101 now through 6. Steve could be looking at a real high night here. Especially if he can run this down. Delivers, ball looks good. Oh, just off to the right, tails off. Wood tries to come back and get it. Won't go. It's only a second open box of the game. Steve Kelly poised for a big string here. We'll need at least another mark or two to top his 156. But very consistently getting the drops he needs. Oh, and he'll miss it for a 9. So actually he leaves that wide open. 110 through 7 for Steve Kelly. This will give him a pretty sizable lead heading into the 3rd. 3 boxes to go in the string. It's already at 244 scratch. On it, on the head pin again. This time he'll split them up. It's going to be a 4-1 split. 10 pin standing all by itself. No real wood of significance to help. As that one flattens out on the deck. Fires away. Hits the object, tries to send it. Won't go. He's split here. Pins perhaps drying up a little bit on lane 15 for Steve Kelly, but still got a... Oh, as he sends the wood straight through the uprights. Kick is good, but it doesn't give him any extra points. He'll settle for an 8 there. 118 now through 8 for Steve Kelly. Just off to the right of the pocket that time. Gets a favorable drop. Headpin goes. Appears to be the 2 and the 8 left. Fires away. Straight at it. Will he get the rebound? Oh, the wood wanted to take it. Breezes right by. Won't go. He will clean it up for a 10, however. 128 through 9. Won't hit that 156 here, but unless something disastrous happens, it'll be another 130 plus game for Steve Kelly. He's really starting to prove that he does in fact belong in Class A. Steve Kelly just to the left of the left pocket there. 4 horsemen plus 1. Fires away. Oh, can't run him down. Hits it a little too full. He'll leave the 3, the 6, and the 10. Delivers another 9 box. So pinning out to a 137 in the second string to John Plant's 91. That's a 46 pin advantage in that string alone. 62 overall for the match thus far. It's 271 for Steve Kelly to John Plant's 209. We'll see if John can bounce back from his markless second string. Steve Kelly, meanwhile, racking up the marks. John Plant just to the left of the sweet spot in the pocket. John Plant, he'll get it. What a spare. Really needed that. Funny you should mention that, Sarah. He is actually going to be on a World's team this year. Steve Kelly is. He's going to be bowling for the Leda Lanes Mass Holes this year. John Plant delivers for a bonus. He will take 6, 7. Good setup for another one. That would set up perfectly behind to sweep out the 7. John Plant, and he just does just that. So after failing to mark in the second string, he's 2 for 2 on the third. Mark Milliken, hello. John Plant for his bonus ball here on lane 16, right in the pocket. Gets a nice 8 drop, but unfortunately, kind of an unfortunate split there. It's a great hit. He splits him up. John Plant trying to hit the right side of the pin in the middle there, but try to kick it over, but just a little too far right. He'll just take it out for a 9. Still, though, solid 44 start through 3 boxes for John Plant. This is the bounce back he needed. See if he can keep the strong start going. Just a little off to the right that time, but it almost doesn't matter. He's able to get some extracurricular back there for a nice 6 drop. Both of our bowlers with 5 spares apiece through the game, but the difference is in Steve Kelly's 4 strikes. As John Plant gets his 6th spare. Of course, 2 of those strikes coming back to back. But John will take a 3 out of 4 mark start to the 3rd string. Battling back. For the bonus ball, just off to the right of the pocket. It will be an 8. Will it be a 9? Nope, the wood goes behind. But it will be an 8 fill. So making the most of his spares here, filling them very well. I think he's going to clear into the gutter as it does. John Plant trying for the left side of that pin. go. Get it that time. Can't quite get it to the 10, but nice try anyway. So it will be a 9. So it's a 71.5 to start for John Plant. So an excellent bounce back after only scoring 91. So Steve getting ready to see how he can answer a 71.5. Delivers on lane 16, just off of the pocket on the right side. You know, one of the weird things is I never mind this sleeve. It's always fun when it goes. Just like that. It's always a pretty spare when you can make it. I've seen Steve make that a bunch. I can only tend to do it once or twice when I get lucky. So Steve Kelly does, in fact, start with the spare. So on the bonus, oh, ball curves away from the pocket that time. You only get 4 on that fill, so a little bit of a rough start, but not the worst sleeve if you can get it to go. Kelly delivers. No, the ball will tail just off of the head pin. Trying to hit it just right, gets a little too fine with it. To clean up. He'll have to settle for a 6. So 20 through 2 now for Steve Kelly. So now Steve finds himself as the one searching for answers. Delivers here. Pocket on the left side. Ugly drop. Oh, better drop now. Leaves the 7. The wood is going to be a little bit of a obstacle to get around. Sits too flat. Steve, yep, that's exactly why. Whenever a pin settles flat like that, unless it's right against the pin, it's usually bad news. But he will take a 10. $30-3 now for Steve Kelly. Still looking for answers here. Did have one spare to start, but only filled it with a 4 and has been searching since. Steve Kelly, in the meantime, is on the head pin there, leaving the 10. No obstacle this time. Let's see if he can get it. And he gets it. Just what the doctor ordered there. Spare in the 4th. Just confirming scoreboards. As a reminder, what you see on the screen is unofficial until verified at the end of the match. Do our best to keep up with it, but errors do happen. Steve on a bonus ball. Looking for another mark. Keep this game close. Delivers just to the right of the pocket a little bit. He'll settle for a 6 fill. Oh, same leave again. Let's see if he can get it again, just like the first box. A lot more wood this time to help. He'll tail off to the right. He'll take only the wood. Perhaps aiming a little too fine right now. Seems to be throwing the ball a little harder too. Take the head pin. He'll settle for a 9 there. So, strong half, 55, but not quite up to John Plant 71. John will be looking to keep this momentum going as we've passed the halfway point of the match. Again, we are live from Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. My name is Bryan Hebert. Glad to have you along with us for the ride. As we're really in a battle of a match now. John Plant delivers. Off to the left of the pocket. Gets a good drop out of it, though, for 7. Spare leave. Just needs to run him down. And he'll do just that. Fourth spare of the string for John Plant, who's now having his own real strong game. It's 4 out of 6. 7th of the night already, and we're just at the halfway point. Delivers here. Oh, hits just to the right of the sweet spot in the pocket. He'll take a 6 drop, leave a diamond. They say diamonds are a girl's best friend, but they are certainly not a bowler's best friend. Doesn't matter for John, though. He'll get his 5th spare of the string. So that gives him 97 plus a ball through 7. So I guess they say turnabout is fair play. Seems so in bowling. Delivers just to the right of the pocket. Only gets a 3. That kind of shot can be a momentum killer, but he still has an excellent string going. As he misses just to the left this time. Leaves the 1, the 7, the 6, and the 10 on the other side. Fires away, goes for the group, gets him. Makes the correct play for an 8. 108 after 8 now. Five spares out of 8 tries in this string for John Plant after not getting any at all in the second. So a real bounce back game here, just off the left of the pocket. Now it's his turn for the 1, 3, 7, 10 split. It's not really a split, the headpin didn't go. Although I don't understand how that's not a split, technically. It kind of is a split. Hits the headpin, gets it. That's spare number 6. $118 in a ball. We have a match, folks. Class A. This is why they're Class A. No matter how far you get down, just keep throwing. Oh, as the 7 pin goes, we'll have to reset again. Now we'll have to wait for the pin setter to fill back up. See if the 7 pin will stay up this time. These bowlers don't need any extra help. Taking pins out, they both have a good game going already. Delivers off to the left. Oh, another 3 fill. It's 121 through 9, but a good group. See if we can get another. Delivers just off the pocket. He'll leave the 1 and the 2. And he'll leave just a headpin standing. He'll finish with a 9. So that's a 130 string for John Plant. Nice bounce back after a 91 second. See if Steve can answer on lane 15. Steve's already taken the first 2. It's 339 triple for John Plant, so a real nice saved game. We're not even done yet. Steve Kelly delivers. It's a little bit of a weird break there. For the spare, he'll get it. Just what he needed. Third spare of the string for Steve Kelly. For a bonus ball, he'll take 7. Well, I'm not sure if we're having internet trouble here or not, but see what we can figure out here. Steve almost is able to bounce off the sidewall for another spare. Doesn't quite get it. Clean up for 10. See if it's just my phone here that's not going, or we did in fact lose speed, which I'm hoping not. Steve Kelly just off to the right of the pocket. We'll have to see what happened with that live feed after. Off to the left of the head pin that time. Not what he was looking for. Kelly for the head pin. He won't get it. He'll settle for a 7 box. So things going from bad to worse there. 89 through 8 for Steve. Steve on the pocket. Gets a 7 to go. Sorry, gets a 10 to go rather. He'll leave the 7 and the 8. Looking to see where that's going to settle. Is he going to try to sweep, or is he going to go for the pins direct? My guess is he's going to try to sweep, cap one of those woods on the right. Hope for the best. Delivers, sweeps it. Excellent spare. So we'll get a little closer. Folks, I think our network dropped out a little bit, so I'll see what I can figure out on that in the meantime, but I'm going to keep commentating because this will be recorded later. As Steve, just off to the left, leaves the 4 horsemen on the right. He'll take 6 for the bonus. $105 through 9. Needs a spare here. That's exactly what he needs. Still won't be enough to overtake him, but it will keep this close. Steve on the bonus ball. On the pocket. He'll take them all for a strike. So he will finish with a 125. All right, as John Plante gets ready to start the 4th string here. Apologies for the Wi-Fi issues we've had. Hope you're watching now on after we've uploaded it. So we'll switch Wi-Fi here, see if we can get it back on. Meanwhile, John Plante will start the 4th string. Drops the ball a little early. Misses the pocket just a little bit to the right. We'll see what he can do for the second shot here. Oh, just to the left. He'll leave 7, set up for a 10. John Plante, he will take a 9. He'll leave the head pin. So it's a 9-box start for John Plante in the 4th string after a real nice bounce back string in the 3rd. No. As we work on the we'll look for the left here. And he misses the head pin again. Leaves the 1 and the 7. Then you'll have to fix the scoreboard up there too. John Plante just to the right. He'll settle for an 8 there. Well, I believe we are live again. Thank you folks for your patience. We actually had a Wi-Fi dropout issue, so technical difficulties. The match will be streamed everything that you missed will be streamed, or rather, we are recording and will be uploaded later. That's what I'm trying to say. John playing on the head pin that time, but he does split them up. And again, welcome back. We are live once more. John Plant splits them. 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Missed middle. Makes it that time he'll settle for a 7 box there. So 9-8-7 for a 24. This is looking kind of like an odds and evens kind of match. 9 spares on the night. 52% on the head pin so far for John Plant. Will he get a backdoor strike? Almost. So good drop there. And he'll get it from behind, so he will get a spare in the 4th. So John Plant with 34 and a ball here. He'll hit the head pin, but way too full. This will split him 4-1. Settle for a 5 drop there. John Plant trying to split that pocket. He gets a miraculous spare. Excellent shot. 2 in a row to sit down heading into the back half of the 4th. As Steve Kelly steps up to see how he can answer. Steve Kelly's already got 4 points in the match so far. John Plant claiming 2 in the last string. So this is close. Steve Kelly right on the right side of the pocket. He's a 2-7-8. Not a lot of help here. Hits the 2. Can't get the 7 or the 8 to go. Trying to ricochet off the wall, just wouldn't come back for the rebound. And he'll hit the left upright for a 9. So 9-star for both of the bowlers in this string. Again, for those of you that have been watching, welcome back. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Happy to have you along nonetheless, as Steve Kelly delivers. Right side of the pocket, leaves a triangle on the left. Kelly delivers. Looks good. He's going to sweep. And he does. Gets his first spare of the string. 19 in a ball through 2. Steve Kelly, bonus ball. Left pocket. Doesn't quite do a lot for him as he'll only take a 4. A little hard luck drop there. He looks to rebound, just misses his object pin, trying to break up that group and send something into the 7 pin. Just couldn't quite get there. Delivers, he'll somehow sweep out 2 of the 3, so he will get a 9 box there. 32 now through 3 for Steve Kelly. Kelly on the head pin 64% of the time tonight. Delivers here, just off of that time. 4 horsemen plus the 9. Second ball fires just off the pocket, leaving the 1 and the 9. Ball just wouldn't hook back quite hard enough. Delivers here on the nose that time. They'll clean him up for a 10. That's 42 through 4 for Steve Kelly. Steve fires away again. This time he's in the pocket. Takes everything but the 7. That was the hit he was looking for, though. Fires away again. Oh, takes the wood and nothing else. Little spin-and-rama all the way back. It's danger with those flat woods. And he'll squeak out a 10 box. It's 52 half now for Steve Kelly through in string 4. Again, appreciate everybody for watching and bearing with us through the technical difficulties. I see some people are back, so that's good. As Jean Plant will step up on lane 15 to see how he can finish the string out. He's at 49 on the ball through his first half. Looking to fill it up here. Fires away on the, now just a little full on the headpin. It looked like it was heading for the pocket. But he will take a 6 drop there. Game of inches. Second ball delivers. Tries to split. Goes a little too far left. And he'll take the group on the right for a 9 box. Gives him 64 now through 6 in the 4th string. Pretty good crowd here at Leda Lanes tonight. Of course, it is a Monday night league night. Plenty of open bowling. John Plant delivers here, just to the right of the pocket. Gets a nice drop out of it. If you're looking for something to do, Leda Lanes is hosting the Candlepin Skins Open Roll-Offs. Check the Candlepin page for as John gets another spare there. 3rd of the string. Plenty of roll-off opportunities for the Skins match to come up. Be sure to check the page for those details. Also here at Leda Lanes, they have the Halloween Scramble coming up on Saturday, October 26th. That's always a fun tournament. 5-string qualifier, and then a knockout is John will get a 2 fill on his spare. Misfires again just to the left. Take out only a couple more. He'll leave 5 so far. Plenty of other action happening both here and at many other alleys throughout the area, throughout the states. So as John settles for his 6. So check Candlepin chat for all the details. Candlepins for Cancer. Any doubles roll-off will be coming up in November. That'll be at the Big 20 in Scarborough, Maine. We just bowled the qualifiers for that this past weekend. It's John Plant with a hammer shot. Can't quite everything to go. Splits them up. See where the wood settles. Yeah, that wood looks okay. If it stops right there. Unless it keeps going into the gutter, which, well, a little less favorable there, but still can make something happen. Waiting for it to settle. Of course, all kinds of other smaller tournaments going on at the local houses as John makes a valiant attempt at that split, but won't get it. Fires away again. He will get the 10. 92 through 9 for John Plant. See, what else do I know that's coming up off the top of my head? Putnam Lane's King of the Hill. First Saturday of every month at 7:15 in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. That's a great time. Open to anybody who wants to enter. It's $32 a month for that one. John Plant just misses the head pin. To finish off, he will finish off the fourth string with a 9. That gives him a 101. So 118, 91, 130, 101 is the story of the night for John Plant so far. That gives him a 440. Heading into the final string of the match. As Steve Kelly looks to answer here. Already has a 52. As he steps up to the line on lane 15. Steve Kelly just misses the pocket, hits a little flush on the head pin. He'll take a 6 drop there. Also want to drink. I do want to drink. Also want to thank the staff and the team here at Leda Lanes. Matt and Alexis, of course, and their entire team. Boy, that was a Freudian slip if I've ever had one. They always host us so graciously here. Steve takes a 9. $61 through 6 for Steve Kelly. Of course, Steve and I bowled Wednesday Night League here for many years together before COVID put a big interruption in everything on as he hits the left-hand pocket. Still bowl together on Sunday nights at Lakeside this season, along with my parents, who are watching the match now. Steve with the 9 leaves the kingpin. Steve will miss the kingpin. He'll settle for another 9 box. So 70 through 7. All of a sudden, he finds himself needing a spare or a strike, some sort of mark. Or else he's going to risk losing this second string in a row. Well, at a mark, you can only get 100, so 70 through 7. Fires away, just off the pocket there, punches through. So ACST is the biggest it's ever been this year. Is it A, B, C, D? So 6 classes now. I had to go through the alphabet to figure out how many letters F is. And Steve misses the middle again. Another 9 box, third 9 in a row. 79 through 8. So fourth string looking a little precarious now for Steve. If you're interested in signing up, there's always bowlers that either get injured or drop out for whatever reason during the season. Get in touch with Danny Finn on Candlepin Chat. Danny Finn, Mr. El Presidente. As Steve gets an excellent 9 drop there. See if he can get the single pin spare. False start. 5-yard penalty, yellow flag. Delivers. Gets it. Clutch spare just right when he needed it. 89 in a ball now through 9. Needs a fill of 3 or better. Assuming he gets 10. Delivers. Nope. That'll be a 6. A 6 fill and a nice, fortunate lead there. Fires away again. Can't quite get it to go into the 7, but it will be enough. As he cleans up for, well, he doesn't clean up. Thought he was going to get it. Did not get it. Finished with another 9. But it's just enough to take it by 3, so that will be 104 to John Plant's 101. Steve Kelly now with an even 500 series through 4. Very good shot at getting yet another 600 as John Plant steps up. 6 points for Steve Kelly over 2 for John Plant. As we head into the 5th and final game here in this ACST Class A matchup. The difference of 60 pins right now as John Plant gets a half Worcester. Goes to the left this time, misses the head pin. Well, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. It's been a great match. It's not over yet. John Plant will get settled for an 8 to start the final string. Of course, this is always a lot of fun, so I want to thank Steve right up front for allowing me to come and call these games and kind of have a little fun doing this. As John Plant drives it right into the head pin. A little too full. Can't quite muscle it. Leaves a triangle on the left and head pin on the right. Goes for the left. Splits it up. Well, you get it. Comes back off the sidewalk. Gets an excellent spare. Talk about what the doctor ordered. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. As we clear the gutter. 18 and a ball through 2 for John Plant to start the final string. Faces a 60 pin deficit heading into the string, so he needs to work quick. Both these bowlers can put up a ton of points on the bonus ball, left side of the pocket. Gets a 9 drop, gets a 10 to wobble, but it won't quite go for him. But a near perfect fill, it will take. As I'm putting things in the wrong spot. Gets a spare that time. Bear with me, I gotta catch up on my scoreboard real quick. Bonus ball there, he'll take 6. Tries again, runs him down, 3rd spare in a row. Well, I said he needed to work quick. He's doing just that. 53 in the ball now, through 4. Needs a big game. It's looking pretty good so far. Another bonus ball, another pocket hit. 8 fill with an excellent leave. So he's coming roaring back, making the pins work for him. And he gets his 4th spare in a row. And he'll sit on 4 in a row there. 71 plus a ball is the half for John Plant. Steve Kelly will look to maintain his sizable lead, but John Plant cuts into it. Steve Kelly looking to answer as he steps up to open his final string of the night. On lane 16 here at Leda Lanes. Kelly with a pocket hit. Takes 9, can't quite get the 8-pin to go. Steve for the spare. Gets it. Would try to get in his way and it wouldn't let him. Let's see. Oh, the other league that gets streamed, Friday Night Pro Series. Steve and I will actually be streaming that one together this Friday night, live from Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Mass. Be sure to tune in for that. We're going to have a lot of fun. Steve Kelly, left side of the pocket, crossover shot. He will take a 6 fill there. Gets a little bit of a gnarly split. Again, yet another flat wood that he has to face down. Ideally, you'd want those to clear away. That's the red line. Right idea to send it, but again, that flat wood proves to be a problem. For the cleanup, he'll get it. 26 through 2 for Steve Kelly. But if he wants to keep pace, he's going to need a few more marks here. Steve Kelly delivers. Just off the pocket. We've seen this drop before. Let's see if he can get it again. On the head pin. Oh, can't quite split it. Way too full on the head pin. But he'll get a lovely 10 out of that. 36 through 3 for Steve Kelly. John Plant was at 43 through 3 at this point in the string, just for reference. Kelly needing at least a mark here to try to keep close. 2 would be better. Ball comes off his hand just a little awkward. Oh, this almost looks familiar. Took the 7 down. A little bit better wood this time, though. Should be able to sweep into that 10 pretty easy as long as he hits the head pin. Fires away, and he does just that. Takes it off the sidewall. Sometimes that's the way you need to do it. Looks the same on the sheet. It's been a great match so far. It's not over yet. Steve Kelly delivers off to the left of the pocket. Phil's kind of hurting Steve right now. It's only a 3 fill there. Kind of just punching through and driving everything back. Steve off to the right this time. Steve cleans him up for a nice 10. So perfect string so far, gives him a 59.5. John Plant will step up with a 71 plus a ball as he'll look to finish out his night strong. So while we have a moment, definitely want to thank Danny Finn, Mr. President of the ACST. It's a thankless job. He does a great job at wrangling in over 160 bowlers, keeping track of everybody, keeping track of our matches, keeping track of who's behind, plus with the help of his committee. Micah Imperato for keeping track of all of our stats, as John Plant will get a 3 fill there. Once again, I want to thank Steve Kelly for making this scoreboard really easy for me now, and for really creating and putting all the work and all the equipment that he does into these live streams. It's not only is it a pleasure to call these matches and watch, but it's a pleasure to watch them. As John Plant will settle for a 9 there. I'd like to thank the people here at Leda Lanes and also all of our houses for being gracious hosts to us. You know, it's with how busy league season gets, the tournament season gets, squeezing in our matches can be a little tricky, and we couldn't do it without you guys, obviously. So, you know, for Leda, for my home house Lakeside, and all the other houses that we work with throughout the region, thank you so much. You guys are literally the best. And of course, I want to thank you, the viewers. If this is, as John punches through a spread eagle, if this is your first time, welcome. We hope you're enjoying the match, and we hope you're enjoying the commentary that we have. Ooh, John with an excellent out. I'll take an 8 out of that spread eagle. So it's a 91 now through 7 for John Plant. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Glad to have you back as always. And of course, everybody else behind the scenes, there's too many people to thank for all the amount of work that this all takes. So couldn't do it without you. Again, if you want to keep an eye out for on the ACST page as well as on Candlepin chat for where we're going to be, what matches we're going to be in, tournaments coming up. I know Steve and I are going to be calling the Friday Night Pro Series as John Plant with a 10. Really looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun, I think. Be fun to tag team. The problem with that, Mark, is that's actually a trademarked phrase, so I'm not going to say that one. And John Plant will sweep him. Oh, Wood, will it come back? Not quite enough juice on it to get the spare. Settle for a 9 box there. So that's a 110 now through 9 as John Plant looks to finish up his evening. It does look like he's only going to take 2 points, unfortunately. But making a strong effort anyway, not giving up. That's really all you can hope for as a bowler. John Plant on it. Triangle? Nope. Even better. Needs a 6 and the 10. A lot of wood to help. Might be able to finish this off with an exclamation point. He could still get 2 points out of this. Oh, just off to the left a little bit. Wood goes straight back, unfortunately. Yeah, Mark, I don't want the Corporation for Public Broadcasting coming after me. I don't think they actually would, but you know what I mean. So that'll finish up John Plant's evening. He'll finish that string with a 120, a real strong score there. So he goes 118, 91, 130, 101, and 120 for a 560 series. Not a bad series by any stretch of the imagination, but 91 really the only blemish. He'll finish with 16 spares and no strikes tonight. As Steve Kelly gets ready to fire away, and he does so. Lane 15, another spread eagle. So that'll be a punch-out split. Not what he was looking for there. They'll just clip the wing on the right side. the left this time for an 8. 67 through 6 for Steve Kelly. So if he wants to take 12 points tonight, he's going to need at least some marks here. At least one, probably two. That 8 did give him the total. Almost right on cue. He hits a headpin pocket for an 8 drop. For the spare. Oh, almost hits it just right. Sends the wood a little too far forward. Only takes the 10. It's going to be a difficult shot either way. And he'll clean it up for the 10. 77 through 7 now for Steve Kelly. That gives him a 577 series. So he needs 23 to hit a 600 again. And I'm going to call it now. I think he's going to hit a 700 sometime this year. A little too full on the head pin that time. Delivers for the second ball. Ooh, squeaks it in between everything. Trying to catch a little bit of that edge. See what happens, but couldn't get it to go. Does it that time, wouldn't go anyway, so he will settle for a 9. 86 through 8 for Steve Kelly. 14 shy of 600. Only blemish on his record is a 104, so that is the sign of a great night. Kelly off to the left this time. It's a 1-3-7-9-10. It's kind of an ugly drop there. Again, technically the head pin didn't go, so that doesn't count as a split. I think it should. Ooh, just off to the left of the head pin, but almost doesn't matter. Right of the head pin, rather, on that one. Leaves only the head pin. And he'll take almost a backdoor 10, as that pin's going to come pretty far out. 95 through 9, 5 shy of 600, so barring a disaster, he'll get 600. All right, well, Steve Kelly now ready to start his last box of the match. It's kind of academic at this point. Really just see if he can get the 600 here. Oh, false start. It's another 5-yard penalty. You should have to start from the carpet. Fires away. Off to the right of the pocket this time. That's 4, puts him at 99. On the head pin that time, doesn't go for him, but he'll get his 600. Just get his 600, but he'll get it. And he'll finish with an 8. So that'll finish him with a 103. So John Plant does take the 5th string for another 2 points. So it'll be 10 points for Steve Kelly and 4 points tonight for John Plant, as both of our bowlers had an excellent showing this evening. So here's how it all kind of shook out tonight. Steve Kelly with a 603 finish to John Plant's 560. Really a strong night from all of our competitors. You can see all the stats there. 16 spares, no strikes for John Plant. 14 spares and 4 strikes for Steve Kelly. 62% on the perfect box percentage there. So Steve Kelly averaged 121 on the night, John with a 112. After today's match, now Steve Kelly will improve to 42-14 for an excellent start to the year. And John Plant will fall to 22-20, still with a winning percentage, but almost at that 500 mark. Well, I think that's going to about do it here from us, from Leda Lanes. My name is Bryan Hebert on behalf of Steve Kelly and John Plant and everybody else. Be sure to check out all of the live streams and podcasts and matches that happen around. Keep an eye on Candlepin Chat for all the Candlepin bowling needs that you have. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and bid you all farewell and good night. And we'll see you next time, everybody.